I've raced all over the Midwest.
Look at that, she opens the door, Vandenhausen takes the lead.
But now I'm traveling further than I've ever gone. To race in a series I've never experienced.
Really good hook out of those Nexen tires.
On a track that doesn't even exist yet. I'm Chris Vandenhausen, and Nexen Tire is sending me to be the first Pro Spec driver to race on the West Coast.
These Nexen tires, these ATXs were absolutely hooked up that whole track, so an absolute blast of a race.
This is the road to Hammers.
All right, stuff that I have to get done yet on the race truck before we head out to Hammers in just a couple days, essentially. Swap the rear diff. The reason I'm doing that is at Crandon, the rear diff bolts came out of the ring gear and stripped it out, and we were able to get it back together, but I'm just not 100% confident in it. I have to adjust the seat belts on the race truck because those are brand new seat belts. I have to plan our travel route, and that's going to be an interesting one. Put in the gold lithium batteries, make sure that they are both balanced before I put them in. Put the new Nexen tires on. I'm getting 2 sets of ATXs for racing out at the King of Hammers. Assemble the rest of the truck, so putting all the panels back together. Put new fuel in, some nice VP fuel. We have to run 98L. And then load the trailer up that I just picked up from my buddy Josh, so we don't have to worry about doing anything with the semi. All right, so as I have this GoPro strapped to my head, I'm gonna kind of clear this area out and get to the rear end. So this is a full floater rear end. And what we do is we come in here and take out these end caps, which allows the axles to slide out. Being a full floater, it's really nice because you don't have to worry about messing around with taking your bearings apart or any of that. Instead, you just kind of pop these guys out. Then you can disconnect the drive shaft and take out the third member while trying to not get too much grease on yourself. Okay, so here's the new rear ring and pinion that's going in. Here's the old one. So what I was talking about that happened at Crandon was where these bolts are sitting here, you can see closely in here where they actually had stripped out or peened over. So we're fortunate that this has a dual pattern drilled for 7/16 and a ½ inch, and so does this this ring gear. So what we were able to do is take all those out and extract them as much as we could. You see there's one left in there that sheared off and broke off. So we're able to get a ½ inch bolt and put that in instead, which is a little bit stronger, so we're able to make it work that weekend. I'm thinking this might just stay as a backup. We're gonna swap this one in. I gotta seal that up and then put that together. So where are we going?
We're gonna go from Cheesetown. We'll probably head in from Wisconsin, head into Iowa, hit 35.
Okay.
35, take a straight shot south quite a ways
So
around
we'll go
Kansas
through
City.
what, Kansas, so Missouri,
Yeah, Des Moines,
Kansas City,
Kansas
that way.
City.
Okay.
We get off the interstate on 54, take kind of a shortcut. It's a 2-laner, goes into Wichita, but then you come back into Tucumcari and you hit 40 again. You get almost to Albuquerque. When you get to Albuquerque, then you got to look ahead because if there's snow in Flagstaff, the highway might be closed. So if the highway is closed, then you got to go south down to Highway 10, come all the way into California, go up North 95, and you come around Joshua Tree Park, and you find King of the Hammers.
So why aren't we going more direct through like Nebraska and Colorado?
Little elevation, a lot of snow, a couple of motorhomes without chains. It might not be pretty.
How long is it going to take typically to get there?
Yeah, just drive time is going to be 32 to 36 hours.
I didn't like that box. We'll burn it. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. These are nice. I'll be honest, most of my stuff is Pyrotech. You ever seen my buggy wreck or rollover from 2019, I think. You will see why I am loyal to them, because they saved my life. So I go with Pyrotech for a lot of stuff. All right, so as you can see, I got the seat belts all done and fit. there'll be enough space where I can adjust it nice and tight with all of my gear on. So that's all good to go. One thing I want to point out that I always make sure to do is all the excess seatbelt material, I like to keep it. So if I ever have to take it apart, adjust it, whatever it be, I don't want it fraying. I don't want to have to reseal it. So I just kind of spool it up and then I do a zip tie around it, and it makes it nice and clean and easy to work with that way. It's not very grippy.
It's good when you hit the ice, Austin, then you get traction.
I like it when it's like you're going good and then you're like, okay, I got this, and it's just like, see ya.
You gotta have speed on both sides.
I know.